Hey, how's it going out there? This is Two Birds, One Show. I'm DeeTer. That's my buddy Ricky.
Yo,
We talk about craft beer and Philly sports and whatever other topics come along. So start off with our first beer. What you got going on there, Ricky?
well, in a shocking development of I'm drinking a treehouse, something that rarely happens on this show.
It's totally new.
It's
Wow.
definitely unheard of. But
Yeah.
hey, let's give it a shot.
Right.
See how it is.
Yeah.
This
I
is
hear they're pretty good.
huh?
I hear they're pretty good there out there.
I heard they're
Massachusetts.
decent. I heard they can hold their own. I don't know if
right.
they're up there with some of the greats in this area, but we'll see.
Give it a shot.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to try it, just to see, what all the hubbub's about, as people say. I'm not going to crown it right now, but let's see. This is Juice Project, Citra, double IPA, hanging out about 8.7%.
Nice.
That's a Purdy beer.
Oh man, that's a beautiful beer right there.
And I do love Citra hops. It's one of, I feel like it's in that Mount Rushmore, for me, Citra, Galaxy, Nelson Mosaic, or, whatever you're for. Everybody's got their own for. But Citra is definitely up there for me.
All right. Very nicely done.
Oh, my God. Oh, you kidding me? They were right about this treehouse stuff. Wow.
Dude, those juice projects are so good, man.
That's phenomenal. I mean, mango and stone fruit and tropical and creamy and bright nose and just bright flavor. It's fantastic. I'm going to try these guys again. I'm going to try this brewery again.
Yeah, I hear good things about them, man. That's awesome.
I'll see what they have to offer.
You're lucky to get a beer off of them,
Yeah, I think I had to trade two. No, I don't know. I was going to go back in the day. We used to trade beers and shit.
Yeah. So I'm a big promoter of Jersey beer. BreweriesinNJ.com, Breweries in New Jersey, Instagram. So I got a beer from The Seed out of Atlantic City, New Jersey.
Nice. I was just there the other day.
Yes, I did see it on Facebook. Awesome, man.
Yeah, cool spot.
Did you have a good time there? Did you like their beers?
I did. I thought their beers were excellent. It was a cool, laid-back joint. Definitely kind of place I would hang out at. I like the vibe. I like that it's laid back. There's no fucking, tool bags in there that I got, and look over my fucking shoulder. It was cool. It was laid back, and I liked it a lot.
All right. This is a At First Light.
Nice.
I was bamboozled. I thought this was an IPA. This is not an IPA. This is a light stout, a 6% stout. But shout out to my buddy Tony that hooked it up, man. And this is a great stout. I have no complaints, man. I'm so happy. I just, I was thinking it was an IPA because I always hear good things about their IPAs. But
well, the one thing I'll say that I noticed, they had a big variety of beers. It wasn't 4 IPAs and, 2 sours and 2 stout. I mean, they had there was like a beer de coupage on there, which you never see. There's saisons and oatmeal stouts and dark lagers and brown ales and pale ales. And it was a nice variety. It really was. I was impressed. Yeah. If it was closer, I would go there a lot more.
Yeah, this is a 6.5 coffee. They say stout. Yeah, when you're that low, I would say porter, but we'll let them slide because they're a good brewery.
That's cool.
I feel like a lot of breweries in New Jersey, they just want to call their beer a stout. And listen, you know what I mean? When your beer's a stout, it's like 10% and up. You know what I mean? Like some of the greatest breweries that make darker beers, they make like 9% and they call them porters. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Like there's a porter and there's a stout. And I know some people are saying, "Oh, they're the same. It's a porter stout." No, not in my book. Not in the book of the Turk. Nope. No.
You tell them, DeeTer.
Oh man, so
he ain't putting up with that shit no mo.
So I threw the Flyers under the bus with the name tonight. Flyers ran out of gas.
And they should be. Because and you know what, DeeTer? You tricked me, man. I said at the beginning of the year, these fuckers should tank because what are they going to do? Finish close enough to just miss the playoffs to get the worst possible draft pick they can get. And guess what? And guess what happened? That's what they fucking did. They were in a playoff spot for 90% of the season. You picked the last 3 weeks of the year to shit the fucking bed and totally just blow the season and just you quit. Listen, think about this, and not to whine Debbie Downer, but I'm going to put this out there. In the last year, think about this. In Philadelphia sports, the Phillies blew a 3-2 lead at home to go to the World Series. The Sixers blew a 3-2 lead with a chance to close it here against the Celtics and lost the series. The Eagles started 11-1 and had one of the biggest collapses in franchise history. And then the Flyers start the season, shock us all, are in a playoff spot for 93% of the year, and then collapse and shit the bed in the last 3 weeks and absolutely implode. That's the fuck. This is why I am this way and why we are this way as sports fans, because that right there, that past year, man, you better have a thick skin to be a Philadelphia fan, man, because it ain't for pussies. It ain't. Sorry, somebody said hi and I missed it.
We're starting off early. We're starting off early, people. We're starting off early.
Shout out to Early. I saw her today, and I said, I'm going off today. And my boy Billy said, I'm going off today.
So, yeah, and even Gregory has said, Ricky Rant, and I was on the ball right there, man. I hate it right away. But he agreed with me on the Porter and Stout, so... Yep, you got points there, Greg. Nice. Good dude right there.
Yeah, Greg's good people, man. I'm glad he's part of our clique. Yeah, real quick, let me ask something. Do you prefer one over the other? Do you prefer a porter or a stout over the other?
I would say I like stouts more.
Me too.
I do, dude. I do love Kane's porters, though, man.
I'm not saying I don't. I'm not saying I don't like porters. I do. There's a lot of good porters out there. But I think if I had to, choose one between those two, not that anybody's ever going to make me choose one, but I'd lean a little bit towards stouts too.
But if somebody was going to give me a 6% IPA or 6% coffee porter, I'm going to go with the IPA, man. I feel like there's a tier system, like 9 and below, I stay with the IPAs. 9 and above, I'll go with like porter or stout if I can. But
fair enough.
Yeah, I mean everybody's got their own taste. And,
that's the great part about beer. Yeah. That's the great part. But there's so much to talk about. There's so much difference and little nuances that make craft beer such a beautiful, beautiful thing. I love it.
I do what I can, and I try to promote Jersey beer. And the Seed is a great place. Check
Shout out to the Seed. You guys rock, man. Keep up the great work, Amanda and Sean and your crew down there. You guys are doing great work.
That's Atlantic City, right?
Yeah. We stopped down there, wanted to go to lunch, hit up, the Rainforest Cafe just for fun, for shits and giggles.
My brother loves that place too.
It's a cool spot. And then we're right. I was about 8 minutes from this house. Let's take a ride over there. Just check it out. I've heard a lot of good things. And I always want to support Jersey like you do. And Amanda and Sean are good people. And I wanted to go check out their brewery. It was great. The only thing, my own personal thing it sucked. So I wanted to get a 4-pack to bring home. They had a pale ale there that was fucking phenomenal. Phenomenal, DeeTer. You could slap a Fiden's on that, a name on that, and you'd be like, okay, they had a pale ale that was that good. So I was like, I go up to get a 4-pack. He's like, oh, we're sold out of 4-packs. I can give it to you on draft, which I did, of course. But I'm like, fuck. And I said, you don't have any hoppy beers for to go? And he's like, no. Listen, I got a nice English dark mild ale, which is really good. But I love, me, I love my IPAs and pale ales.
Oh yeah.
So we leave there.
The same pace, man. Like you could. All right. Yeah.
We leave there. We go hit the boardwalk and do a bunch of stuff, and I'm all dejected. We left and went to Ocean City. I'm like, damn, I didn't get that pale ale. I really liked it. Man, about 40 minutes after we left, they posted their canning and selling 4-packs of this dope, beautiful double IPA. I'm like, fuck, I just missed it by like a half hour.
Damn, dude. That's rough.
I know. I was like, damn. It's like they were waiting for me to leave. They're like, all right, he left. Break it out. Just kidding.
Oh man, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I think next week, me and a couple of friends we're going to go to the 2SP. We
Nice.
had a good time like last time 2SP, so we're going to try to hit that up. And I think we're going to hit up Tonewood too. I think.
Nice. Which one, the Barrington or the Oakland?
I think Oakland. Yeah.
Nice.
And
The OG.
Yeah, and anybody that's looking for a good beer festival, May 4th, there's going to be a good beer festival at the Oakland Tonewood South Jersey Fermentation Club. It's going to be a good time.
I'll try and get over there if I can. I got the Saturdays. I got a lot going on. I'll try.
Yeah, there's always families there, man. There's always like you can bring chairs and like set up on the lawn. There's always like kids and stuff. Like last time, John made a cream soda, just like on his tap, and the kids were coming up getting the cream soda. Awesome. Even the cop on duty was coming by, and he's like, "Man, this soda is so damn good." And like in my mindset, when I first started the day, I was like, "What do you do this? What are you making this cream soda for?" And it was such a big fan for everybody that was like the sober driver or the kids. And John's just that person that he thinks gets it, stuff man. Like that. Yeah, man,
he gets it. It's really cool. It's a shame. I don't know John as well as you. Not even close. I met a couple times, but from what I hear and everything I gather, it's a shame he doesn't have his own brewery, because he'd be up there with like the Troons or the Seed and all, where people are. Now I understand why he doesn't. Listen, when you open a brewery, that becomes your fucking everything. You know what I mean? So I understand, but I wish he would, man, because his shit would be fucking on point, dude.
He's a family guy. Yeah, he's a family guy. He's got a few kids. And he's a big Audubon Township. He does so much charity for that place, man.
Nice.
It's crazy. Even the mayor knows him, man. He's a great guy, man. Really great guy.
Shout out to John. God bless you, kid, man. And from one family man to another, I know what you mean, dude. That's everything. And I choose that always over everything. So I'm with you, big dog. Shout out.
So, did you get a chance to see the eclipse maybe a little bit, or how'd that go, man?
No, I was in the same spot same area you were. I mean, there was a lot of clouds. I had the glance, and you saw a little bit early on before the clouds rolled in, but it's okay. It's I'll be around for the next one.
I was watching people in Philly like trying to stand around and like try to look for it, and I was looking throughout the windows, man. I couldn't see nothing. It was too cloudy, man.
Yeah, but. We move on.
Al got to go out to Ohio.
Nice. Cleveland was a good area to really see the totality.
He showed me a picture of it, man. It was really friggin' nice. It was cool.
It's funny. I joked to my wife and I said that because of the flight getting canceled with the 2 feet of snow, I said, I should have just planned us to go to fucking Cleveland and see, because that was right in the path to totality too. And then I could have hit the Football Hall of Fame and the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Man.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, man, I should have, because I didn't think ahead. I thought Vermont, I honestly didn't think there was going to be 4 feet of snow in April either, but.
Yeah. But yeah, he was out there. He had a good time, and he was so excited that he got to see his family.
Shout out to Al, man. Good stuff, kid.
Now, I didn't get to see the eclipse, but I did get to go to WrestleMania. And oh my God, that's been a lifelong dream of mine ever since I was a kid. You know what I mean? I always wanted to go to WrestleMania. I missed the one at 99. I think I was away at college or whatever. And I know like a few of my friends that went at 99, they loved it. It was the Rock and Stone Cold. But
where was that held?
That was in Philly too.
I know, but was it in like indoor? Was it a stadium?
You know what? I don't know, man. At 99, maybe the Vet or I don't know. What was?
Well, remember you had the Spectrum back then and stuff like that. I didn't know if it's on the bigger venues now or
now it's always outdoors because it's so huge. There was like 70-some thousand there. Dang. And it was insane, dude. The Lincoln was packed, and we were up in the like nosebleeds, man. But the tickets were so expensive; it sold out. It's all I could get,
Yeah, I hear you.
And me and my friends and my nephew, we had such a great time. My nephew, he like thanked me over and over again. He had such a great time.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, God bless. It was so funny because I'm a big like wrestling guru, man. I watch wrestling all the time, and in our area, everybody's chanting for the champion, the good guys, and I'm chanting for the heels of the bad guys. I'm like, yeah, let's go. And my nephew's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? It's so good, dude. Nice. Oh, it's so funny, man. Well,
so,
we had a blast.
Was it Dusty Rose's kid won the world championship?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns had the belt for like 3 years because Brock Lesnar was the big guy before COVID. But when COVID came along, Brock Lesnar didn't want to be involved with the wrestling because he's got a family, he's got a farm and all that. So when COVID came along, he took off from wrestling. Well, Roman Reigns came up and he had his two cousins, the Usos and all that. It's called the Bloodline. All that, right. So he had that belt for like 3 years, and Cody wrestled him last year, but the Usos, kicked him in his head, messed with the fight. Yeah, so he lost, but this year he won, and the stadium went nuts, man. Nice. And even all the wrestlers from the locker room came out, put him on his shoulder and everything, and it was such a cool event, man. Like Snoop Dogg was there, Lil Wayne was there, Lane Johnson, Lil Wayne.
Oh.
Yeah, Lane Johnson, Lane Johnson, and Jason
Kelce. I saw were there. Oh, that's so awesome. That dude's living his best life.
Oh, he is. The stadium was going crazy, man. It was the most incredible thing. But my favorite entrance was Seth Rollins. He came out to his song with the Mummers, like a parade of mummers coming out. He's playing his song. And I thought, man, that was the coolest. It was.
Is he a Philly guy?
No, I don't think he is, man. But he's like that over the top guy. He's always got like this big outfit on, and like he just had a big Mummers outfit on. It was.
That's cool.
It was cool. Nice. Here you go, Jeff. I gotta say, as a non-wrestler fan, it was an absolute blast.
Yep. Shout out to Jeff. What's up, big dog? Yo, DeeTer, I couldn't watch it on Peacock. It told me I would have to subscribe to get it, so I didn't get to see any of it.
Yeah, really? You don't have Comcast?
I do have Comcast. I was talking to Bonnie about this today. The same thing. I couldn't get it. Said you have to subscribe to watch. I've had fucking annoying Comcast for like 15 years.
You just have to make an account. Go to Peacock, sign up. And it's going to ask for your cable provider, and then you just pick Comcast, and then you'll get it for free.
Well, that would have been nice to know.
Yeah,
I'm sitting there. I'm going to show my kids WrestleMania. I got to put on. I'm like, fuck, man, I'm going to have to pay for it. I said, we're not doing this.
I thought you already had it set up, dude. My bad, dude.
No, but do they charge you though if I do that?
No. You all you got to do is sign up for your account, right? And it's going to ask for a provider, and you say, well. It gives you an option. You know what I mean? Instead of paying, it has an option for the provider, and you just pick Comcast. And that's it. Because there's a lot of soccer. There's a lot of sports on there, man. So it is good to have.
Hey, speaking of which, you see the thing I tagged you in earlier on Bookface? When Manchester came to Philadelphia in 1952 to play a Philadelphia soccer team? I tagged you and Greg in it earlier today.
Really? I have to go back and look,
Manchester actually came to Philly to play a match against a Philly soccer team in like 1952, and they beat the Philly soccer team 4-0.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I thought it was interesting. I didn't know Philly had a soccer team back then.
Nah, me either, man. That's crazy. I have to look at it. But yeah, I was at a Union game not too long, a couple weeks ago, man. I had a blast.
How they doing?
They're doing really good. They're number 2 in the Eastern Conference, and they are undefeated. They tied a few times, and I think they have like 3 wins. But they have yet to lose, so that's a good sign.
Nice.
Yeah. And how about these Phillies tonight, man? Oh
man, what a fun, great game that was. Number 1, Ranger Suarez. God bless you, kid. That kid was like a surgeon out there tonight, dude. He was up there just setting guys up and knocking them down. 8 strikeouts, went 6 innings, 97 pitches. And then guess what? The bullpen came in, looked well, and, gave up 1 bullshit run there in the 9th. It didn't really matter. But yeah, they look good. And, Marsh hit a great home run. At first, I thought it was a double. I actually thought it got caught at first. And I'm like, oh shit, where's the ball? And so he drives in a run. I think, okay, you got a double, nice. And then they stopped the game and they said, we're doing an officials challenge, not a Phillies challenge. And we're challenging to see if it was a home run. And it turns out it was a home run because it was like a foot above the Asplund signed. And if it's above that, I guess. And so it was a home run for Marsh. And then Stott hit a beautiful home run out in right field. And then,
I see that. That was awesome, man. Yeah.
Bomer with a nice home run into the Phillies bullpen. I saw Eskin interviewing Toppin earlier. I love and can't stand Eskin all at the same time. He's a necessary evil, if you would. But Topper kind of put him in his place.
Yeah. Philly starters been fired for the most part.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, they have.
Yeah.
I mean, right now, you're talking about one of the best starting staffs in the league, ERA wise.
Right, but Topper was saying like, yeah, we're a team of sluggers. We're going to be hitting it soon. And then Eston's like, well, you guys are going to make it into the playoffs, but I haven't really seen you hit. And Topper's like, wait a minute. You said we're going to make it into the playoffs, but you're not seeing us hitting. And I was just like, oh, my God, dude.
Yeah,
what a cool dude.
What a cool dude. Straight up called him out. I loved it.
Yeah,
if you're on Bookface, check it out. I posted on there. It's really funny. Eskin, and listen, Eskin's good, and he's good at what he does. He's good at his job. But Topper straight up just set him out. Like, nah, kid.
Yep.
Oh, what? We're going to make the playoffs, but you don't know we're going to slug. Like,
yeah, you make up your mind there, man. That's one or the other, buddy.
If you're a fucking genie, you should know. That was great. I loved it.
But it's nice to see the boys making some hits, man. That's really fucking awesome, man. I mean, I know we always worry about our pitching, but man, as long as we can connect, I mean, that's a big part, man.
And the kid we were playing against tonight, the pitcher, I forget, it's like Josh Jacobs or something like, not Josh Jacobs. That's the running back now for the Packers, former Raiders. But that kid looked good, man. He was a really good pitcher, and it was a really close game. And there's 1-0 for the longest time. Just on the Bohm home run. And then we kind of had that nice crooked number breakout inning. But that kid we beat tonight is a really good pitcher. I mean, really good pitcher. So shout out to the Phils, the Fightins. That's why I wore this tonight, baby. Shout out big win for the Fightins. Shout out to Pittsburgh Bill.
Got the Doc jersey on.
Nice.
I haven't worn it in a long time.
I got a Mike Schmidt throwback I've been meaning to wear, but I haven't worn it in so long. It's one of them old school Mitchell and Ness throwbacks from back in 05.
I bought this hat last year, man. It goes pretty well with the jersey because you got the dark blue and the red. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I like it. It's a nice hat.
I got a Harper jersey last year, man. What do you think about the new City Connect jerseys, man?
First thing I'm gonna say is, I get it. Y'all are doing this fucking. It's a cash cow thing.
Yeah.
The things they're atrocious. I mean,
it's not as beautiful as this, man. Like,
I don't mean atrocious. Like it looks like a soccer jersey, and soccer jerseys are fine in soccer.
I would say it looked like a softball jersey, man.
A softball jersey looks like too. I mean,
it's got that new edgy Philly logo.
Yeah, it's all like wow with the brighter color, a color they've never worn.
Oh, the color is the Philadelphia flag.
I know what it is. I know.
What? Like, you're gonna play 2 games and wear these jerseys for like 2 games, man. And sell all these jerseys.
Well, it's going to be every Friday night home game.
Oh, is that what it is? I thought it was only going to be like a couple games.
No, it's every Friday night home game. I think it's 12 total, something like that. But my thing is, do you know what it's for, though, right? Those are like, it's the Philadelphia flag. Bullshit, motherfucker. They just wanted to sell more jerseys and make more money. People already got the ones they already made. This is the same reason the Eagles brought back them hideous loser-ass fucking Kelly Green jerseys. Guess what? Oh, do you want to know the reason that the Eagles had a collapse after 11-1 this year? It's because of the Kelly Green jerseys. I'm saying it here. I said what I said, and I'm not taking it back. Rick Rant, don't ever bring them things back again. I loathe those jerseys. I hate those jerseys, and I don't hate anything.
I like them, man. I like them, dude.
They represent losing. And they were the reason the Eagles fell apart after 11-1. They put them jerseys on, and the season collapsed.
Number two. Number two,
There's a correlation there.
We're going on a We're going.
Don't ever bring them things back. I fucking loathe those things. I do,
You're
man.
like the only person I know,
bad
man.
juju. They're bad juju.
Oh, man, dude.
Everyone's like, I like the Kelly Green. Why? Because they finished with 5 or 6 wins every season for the most part when they wore them and won no fucking playoff games.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
Anywho,
dude.
I digress. I'm going to go for my second beer. I'm back, baby. I'm back, baby. Just win, baby.
What's in your fridge?
I like it about Go Birds.
What's in your fridge? Little tree house, maybe some other half bodies. What's in your fridge?
Well, DeeTer, do you remember for a period of time there where my fridge was really sad and not much good beer and not much beer at all? And I said, that ain't going to happen again. Yeah, but I went through it. You know, I lived through it. But we're back, baby. Just win, baby.
Oh yeah. Woo! Look at that, man.
You're talking Mungus. You're talking Treehouse. I mean, you're talking. Have you heard of Ober Creek yet?
A little bit. I think you might have said something about it.
If you haven't heard of them, you will. You remember when you didn't hear of Fidens back in the day?
Yeah.
Well, they're there, kid. I mean, they're the next one. They're the next one. Them and Brujos.
Nice.
Yeah, and I am lucky enough to have some, and I'm very thankful for that.
Now, where is Over Creek at?
It's in New York State. I want to say like Wappinger Falls. I don't know where that is and what it's near, but I know it's New York State.
Nice.
Yeah, I want to drink this one, but it's not super cold. Yeah, I'll drink it anyway. Fuck it. Let's see if they stack up with what's that brewery I just tried? The mediocre brewery from New Hampshire. Is it Treeland?
Todd's House. Maybe
Treeland. I think it is.
Treeland.
Green Treeland.
Yeah.
Let's. Just joking. Anybody that's watching, I'm just being silly. I'm a huge fan of Treehouse, and I'm not trying to be pretentious. I'm a big fan of craft beer. I don't want to
they're one of the best, man. Every time I'm able to get their beer, I'm always astonished of how great their damn beers are.
Okay, my first ever experience with Ober Creek, DeeTer. This is the can. Yeah. It's called
very
basic.
Basic, yeah. What's that other Hubbard's something?
Hubbard's Cave.
Yeah, it looks like that with that black and white, right?
Good point. Well, my initial this is Quartet number 157.
It even sounds like Hubbard's Cave. They always had that weird number by it, right?
Yeah. Yes. A lot of dating on Hubbard's Cave.
Yeah.
They're always posting dates on shit and numbering shit. So the nose is good. I'm actually getting a little lime peel, maybe a slight kiwi. It's a good nose.
Oh, wow.
But different. Almost, you remember when you were a kid, we had those plastic strips with the icy pops in them?
Yeah, of course, dude.
Remember the green one?
Yeah.
The green one? That's what it smells like a little bit.
Oh, wow. All right.
But now it's opened up and that's some nice hop presents. That's some hot hops right there, but no, I'm gonna let it settle for a minute while you going over a new beer.
I am, and I'm going with the Jersey vibe I got going on.
Nice.
This is a Tonewood Mas Fuego.
Nice.
And I like Fuego. I like double dry hop Fuego. My only problem is it's like 6.5. Well, not Mas Fuego. Mas Fuego is a nice 8.2, and that's in my wheelhouse.
Yeah,
so I am a big fan of the Mas Fuego. Thank you,
Fuego on steroids.
Mm-hmm. God, that's a good beer, man.
That is a damn good beer, sir.
I wish they brew that all year around. I really do, man.
Word up, guys.
It's hard to get good double IPAs in Jersey. There's a few of them, Ludlum's got the rainbows and water guns.
Kane.
Brick City, Kane, Magnify. But in the South Jersey area that we were at, Tonewood's
the best.
Does the best, right?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I agree.
Nobody else wants to step up to the plate. Everybody wants to make those little 6%.
Yeah.
Session
shout out to Eli over there at Tonewood, man. These great brewer, man. They're putting out consistently great stuff. I mean, like almost everything they touch turns to gold. That's pretty
right there. Yep.
In the slack tie glass, jersey on jersey, kid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hopefully, I'll be there this summer down at Pine Haven.
Have you gotten to the new joint yet?
Yeah. I went to the new joint last summer. Big place, man. But god damn, bigger, right? Dude. So many people, like so many families and all that down there. Oh my god, dude, kids and everything. Wow. I can't wait for Ludlum to get their new place.
Usually, I'll be honest with you, that makes me want to stay away from a brewery. And no offense, listen, I'm dad number one, but man, when I go to breweries, I don't want to be around the fucking kids, man. Seriously, same when I go to the bar. The fuck, man. Yeah. That's my time to get away. Keep the fucking kids home. Unless it's me doing it. Then shut your mouth. Don't talk to me anybody. Now,
oh shit! Oh man, yeah, it's too funny, man. Yeah, my buddy Al, he says the same thing, dude. When he's like out with us, he's like, "Oh man, these kids," and then he'll go to the treehouse with his whole family and stuff.
I'm the same way, dude. I'm like, "Get your kids out of breweries," and then I'm like, "All right, guys, come on, we're going to 3 breweries today."
Oh, that's good, man. I can't wait for Ludlum to open up their spot. They're supposed to get in a new, bigger place. But my brother's in Pine Haven, and both the breweries are right there, man. Like, not even like 5-minute drive.
Are they still close to each other, even with the new one?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, well, Slacktod is. I'm not sure where the new Ludlum's at yet. I believe it's still in building process or whatever.
Did you see around the Cape May area, I think not long from now, coming soon this summer, there's another brewery opening, and it's going to be a brewery / mini golf course.
Oh, that's awesome.
And listen, if anything we learned from history, it's the one thing that's always a good idea is to get drunk and provide people with metal sticks. Yeah.
Any kind of activity or food and beer.
Idea. Maybe give them tasers. No, I'm joking. I'm playing. I'm just playing. I'm playing. I'm looking forward to it. Whatever it's called, I'm going to try you guys out. I'm going to probably do a review from there. So if you see this guy, you'll probably never remember me again. But buy me a free beer, and I'll do a review from your fucking brewery.
I got a comment here from brother. What's he got here? Ludlum bought the old Mousetrap bowling alley.
Oh, the bowling alley. Okay.
Wow. All right. That's pretty cool, dude.
Are they going to keep bowling it and lanes in there?
I imagine. Why would you not? You know what I mean?
Right. Amen. I just said, like with the mini golf breweries, you got to give people something to do when you're drinking. Some places have axe throwing in there.
Oh my God, Jeff! You shut your mouth. He's talking about OJ.
The juice. Yeah.
Oh shit, man.
All right. So
Rob said he don't know about the bowling alley, but yeah. All right. It's
I got a great story. Shout out to Jeff for bringing that up. And I said to Bonnie, I was going to bring this up on the show, and I said it to my boy. Everybody knows I'm good friends with Mike Rozier. He was in Mike. I don't know if people know, won a Heisman, and so did O.J. Simpson.
Right.
So they're a pretty tight-knit group. Actually, and shout out to Mike. He gave me a Heisman magazine autographed by all the living Heisman players right now. I was like, dude, thank you. So anyway, Mike's telling me, he's like, so yeah, when I first won the Heisman, Rick, OJ's the one who took me out. And he took me to Studio 54. I was like, what? Dude, it's because we're online. I'm not going to tell some of the stories.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he's like, OJ Simpson took me out. He took me to Studio 54, this, that, and third. I'm like, oh, that's cool. He's like, yeah, he's a good guy. I'm like, Well, yeah, besides the one thing, he's a good guy, but except for the fact he murdered fucking 2 people and cut their throats. But yeah, Mike's like, well, he's a good dude. I'm like, well,
He's fucking with you, dude.
besides that one thing, I
Oh,
was laughing
shit, man.
so hard, dude.
Oh, fucking Mike's the best.
Mike's
dude.
like, he's a good guy. I'm like, is he? Is he? He's a good guy? Okay.
Oh, shit. Oh,
man. I was like, Mike, you think he did it? He's like, I was like, me too. Oh, God help us all. By the way, jumping back to this beer, my first ever experience with
Overcreek.
Like I said, great nose. It was different. It was a little on the lime side. Fragrant.
What's that ABV on that guy?
I mean, that's good. They're going to run with the big dogs. I'm going to say this. When I tried Brujos a few weeks ago, I said they're going to run with the big dogs. When I tried Fiden's, whatever it was, 4 or 5 years ago, whatever, I said they're going to run with the big dogs. Get ready, beer world. This brewery's going to run with the big dogs. And if you want to run with the big dogs, you can't pee like a puppy. And they ain't peeing like a puppy. They ain't squatting, man. They're lifting their leg and pissing all over the tree. This is on point. Look at that fucker.
Oh, it's beautiful, man.
Yeah. Shout out to Ober Creek. They're here to stay. Get ready.
Very cool.
Yeah. Cheers.
Nice.
That's good. The ABV, 8 even.
Oh,
right in my wheelhouse.
That's good, man. That's good. Right.
After the tree house that was 8.7, and it drank like a fucking session beer. No wonder by the end of these fucking podcasts we do, I'm fucking,
La hammered.
Tree sheets into the fucking wind.
Oh, man.
I never drank this fast in my life ever, except when we hang out and do this show, and I love it, man. This is our thing, man. The beer is just drank. So, we didn't talk about yet is those 76ers that are on a 6-game winning streak and have 2 games left and need to win both 2 games and have Indiana, who is in the 6th seed, lose both of their games to get us out of the play-in tournament. Is it likely? No. But you're saying there's a chance. There is a chance. We just got to win our last 2. And listen, quietly, the Sixers are playing really I don't even say really good fucking basketball right now.
Luckily, our schedule has been pretty cheesy. It has been easy. You know what I mean? What's it? The Pistons, like when they win 16 games or something like that. And then the team before them were really bad too, man. So they were 2 easy wins, man. Well, so I don't want to put them on this high pedestal yet. I want to see us go against somebody that's actually half decent.
We'll be playing Orlando next, who's a really good team. So you're going to get that chance real quick. I think that's tomorrow night. Orlando, I think, currently sits in the 4 seed. They're a really good team. I think we're 1-2 against them so far this year. But I'll say this. This Sixers team might get ready, want to sneak up on some teams and shock the world a little bit. I think the Sixers team is just starting to play their best basketball at the right time. I always say big part of it about sports is getting hot at the right time.
Spurs are pretty bad, which was really a big surprise to me. Like I thought they had that French dude as a draft pick this year, right?
He's really good though, DeeTer. Wembanyama, he's really good.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was surprised to see him do so bad.
There's no pushover games anymore. You're fighting to get that playoffs. I mean, you got to take every team seriously. Yeah.
Well, like you said, we had the Magic, and then we had the Nets, and
the Nets. Yeah.
Always have our number. They're a fucking trash team.
Not always, but they played well against us.
Yeah, man. Yeah, the Nets always seem to beat us for some damn reason.
No, they don't always seem to be. It's a good matchup. It's always a tough game, but they don't own us.
I think we only beat them once this year, man. They fucking killed us every year.
What did we play? 3 times?
What's this? Still waiting for the second round to get excited. Just enjoying the ride for the show. Oh, okay. So he's saying, Sixers won't get past the second round. which is
not if they had to play
on.
Boston. Probably not. Nobody's going to beat Boston this year. That team's going to win an NBA title. I'm calling it now. If you're a betting man and watching this show, go put some money on the Celtics. They're going to win a championship this year.
Wow, you think so?
Yeah. And I don't even think it's going to be close. I don't think – I think they lose less than 4 games in the entire playoffs. I think 4 games or less. That team is fucking really, really fucking good. I would be shocked.
What'd you think of the results of the March Madness, man?
Well, I thought it was great. I'm a big UConn fan all the way back to the days when Jim Calhoun was the coach and Rip Hamilton was on the team, a local Philly Norristown kid, I think. I've been a fan of UConn for a long time, and I thought they might win it. I was saying to somebody at the bar when it first started I think they're the best team, but it's hard to win back-to-back titles. It hasn't happened in 20-something years, but they did it. And you know what? They did it convincingly against a good Purdue team with Eddie, who's probably going to be the number one, or Edie, the number 1 pick in the draft. It was good. It was a great tournament, and UConn deserved it. I think they were the best team, and and Hurley's a great coach. That's probably not their last one. It's a great basketball program up there at Connecticut.
It was pretty cool how he kept props to his dad. He said something like, I wish my dad would have coached into college, and I would like to see what he would have done. And he gave a good speech about how his dad was an influence on him. That's really fucking cool. Did you watch any of the women's?
A little bit. I watched the game at the Iowa LSU because Caitlin Clark and the girl from LSU had their little squabbles last year, but they're actually good friends. And then a little bit of the South Carolina Iowa game. I knew South Carolina was going to lose. Dawn Staley's the best coach in women's college basketball right now, and that team they finished 37-0, something like that. I mean,
undefeated, man. And she's a Philly girl too, right?
She is. She's a Temple girl. Yeah. Temple? And I'll say this: I'm glad to see it because I feel like right now we're at the best point of college basketball for women. I think the viewership and the ratings are better than they've ever been. I love the characters you have. With the girl from LSU, her name escaped me. You got Caitlin Clark from Iowa. You got Dawn Staley, the coach. So listen. I root for women. I was raised by a single mom. I got 2 sisters. Hey, girl power, man. I wish them all the best. I hope you guys keep growing.
The girl from LSU, I think her last name is Rice, and she is nasty in defense, man. My gosh, she smacked the ball out so many times, man. I was like, holy crap, man. She's pretty nasty on the defense. But yeah, Caitlin, man, she was shooting threes 5 feet away from the 3-point line, man.
She is the Steph Curry of women's basketball. You heard it here first. She's a Steph Curry. Did you see Ice Cube offered her $5 million to come play in that 3 league? As opposed to if she goes to WNBA, she'll probably make $75,000 a year. Yeah. Listen, I say go for it. Hey, go for it, sister. Yeah. Go get it. Go make your money, man. In a world go make your money.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man.
Yeah. I wish them all well. I hope that women's league just keeps getting better and better.
Let's see what else we got going on. Did you watch any of the USFL yet, or any of the new football
I watch the UFL. I watch it from time to time. And that's my thing with that too, is let it just keep growing. Because listen, and face it, even the NFL one time isn't what it is now. It's going to take time, and I hope what we get with that eventually becomes the antithesis of the NFL, if you know what I'm saying. Whereas the NFL has become such a cash cow, fake WWF league. No offense. Where I can't trust it. I don't trust it. If the NFL was a woman, I don't marry that woman. You can't trust her. Right. I hope the UFL eventually becomes a league that says, hey, we're going to let football be football. We're going to let you tackle. Mm-hmm. We're going to let you play defense. We're not going to fix fucking games. We're not going to make it so it goes one way or the other. I hope it eventually becomes the league that is the anti-NFL in a sense, which the XFL wanted to be years ago. But the NFL is always going to have Mickey Mouse Hocus Pocus league, man.
Right. It's always good to have competition. Like, I watch a lot of wrestling, and it's nice to have the WWE and the AEW, because when guys, feel like they're shorthanded or like sold short on WWE, then they'll go to AEW and make their name known there, and they get, transferred back and forth. And that's how it should be, man. You shouldn't want or be like, hey, you're no good. Stop what you're doing. No, go somewhere else, be better, and then come back twice as hard. You know what I mean?
I feel like the NFL and the NBA are getting there too. Are leagues that need to get put in check. I mean, I think the aspect of, they're like, it's not scripted. I don't think it's scripted, but I think there's certain scenarios that they want to happen, and their officials by whoever's above them is. Do you remember about 7 or 8 years ago when the NFL, their designation went from a sports entity to a sports entertainment entity? So by law, they can rig a football game and not be held accountable in the court of law. They're the same as WWE.
Well, WWE wants to move away from that name too. They want to be just professional wrestlers, because these guys put their bodies on the line all the time. You know what I mean?
But my question is it scripted though?
It is scripted, man. But
right.
Dude,
it
takes heart.
And that's why it'll never be a sports entity. It has to be sports entertainment, because it's fake. I mean, listen, I'm not disrespecting it, but it's scripted. It's not fake. I know guys get hurt, but right. I'm saying is it's predetermined. You know what I'm saying?
I get it. But they're trying to move away from that entertainment.
But you can't move away. They can't move away from it unless you're going to let them really fight. Unless it becomes the UFC. Like, how are you going to declare a winner if it's not scripted? You got to let them fight.
Yeah. And I think with the new company TKO or something like that, they own UFC and WWE now. It's all one conglomerate. Yeah. Well,
I don't know. I don't know if UFL is the league to do it, and I know what I'm saying might not have much status until 15, 20, 30 years from now, but there's going to come a point where the NFL is going to get called out. No, I'm serious. And they're going to be like, listen, you're not fooling anybody, man. Like, so we're going to give you a league that's real. A real league, where why they brought defensive holding in about 7 years ago and said, because if you ever want to make a game go a certain way, offensively or defensively, is the holding call. Because you can call it on every single play.
Oh, yeah.
So if they're like, they made a big touchdown and we don't want the spread to be like that. Oh, defensive holding or offensive holding. They've got a lot. Those two calls, that's all you need is holding. Anything else is just.
He admires the wrestlers. Yeah, Greg. Yeah.
I'm not talking shit on wrestlers. We're not going there. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's fake, like guys don't get hurt. Dude, I'm saying it's scripted.
You are right, dude. You can call holding on either side
every single play.
And because that's what you're taught. You're taught to get, underneath, you're taught to get, under the shoulder pads. That's what you're taught like day one in football. If playing the line. You gotta get low. And you gotta
low man wins.
Right.
So anyway, I know that's kind of a somewhat of a Rick rant, but I'm telling you, the NFL, it's not now, and it might not be in my lifetime. I don't know, but I hopefully will. You guys are going to get called out. I see what you're doing, and NBA, same thing. I see what you're doing, and other people do too. It's a matter of time. You guys are nudging shit. You nudge shit. You sway stuff. I see it, man. You ain't fooling me. The conspiracy theorists. No, I just don't trust anything, and it's a good idea for most people not to in this day and age.
Well, I thought this week it was really cool with WrestleMania 2 nights. They had Monday Night Raw. They had SmackDown at Wells Fargo. NXT, their young development program for wrestling. Yeah. So they had three programs at the Wells Fargo and 2 at the Link, and then they have 5 days at the convention center. So they made some damn money in Philly this weekend, man.
Yeah.
And everything was sold out. And it was such a cool time. And it sucks that, I always try to check out these events when they come to Philly, but it's like another year before they come back because there's so many cities in the U.S. and then they go travel to like Europe, and I think they even do like Saudi Arabia and Australia now. So they're all over the place. So if you ever get a chance to check out a wrestling event in Philly, do it. You will not regret it.
Anybody out there in South Jersey, check out Dog Wrestling, Dangerous Adrenaline Wrestling Gladiators, DAWG. It's a somewhat local, smaller venue wrestling league. Just a lot of guys just trying to make their way. Check it out if you see. It's a lot of fun, family event. So check it out.
Now, how often do they do events? Because I see you post up maybe 2 or 3 times a year or something like that.
Yeah, well, they used to do more. They were over at that Glassboro spot, that Max Sports, whatever. I don't think they're doing there anymore. I think they have one coming up in summer now. I'll post it up or I'll tag you. And there's one coming up relatively soon. It's a lot of fun. Every time I went, man, I laughed my ass off and had a great time. Every time. It is so cool. It's a lot of fun. It's good for all ages. So check out Dog, DAWG.
The reason why I like Philly's such a big wrestling area is because they used to have ECW, East Coast Wrestling. And that used to be it used to be a stadium in Philly. Every week they had events over there. So like Philly and Jersey has always been a big wrestling place. Yeah. And to just see the records break this weekend, saying it's the biggest WrestleMania ever. Oh man, that just made me so proud. Made me so proud to be in this area.
When it comes to that sports and shit, those sporting things. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Philly does it right. Remember when we had the draft here in the NFL? I mean, listen, Philly does. We get a bad name, but Philly does it right.
Yeah. Yeah, we get a bad rap of stupid stuff, man, but this is a great sports town. It's a great entertainment town.
Passionate.
Well,
so,
what else we got to talk about?
Well, I think we might. I'm not going to bring it up for tonight's show, but 2 weeks from today, NFL draft is coming around. That's my wheelhouse. Probably my favorite sporting event of the year. I watch a ton of college. I do my homework. I'm so in depth in the draft. I love it. I might have missed my calling, and I can't wait. So that'll be coming up soon. We'll be talking NFL Eagles draft.
You posted up a few things about the Eagles today, right? Didn't they?
They signed a veteran tight end, TJ Uzama, he's a good, solid depth guy. He can catch the ball a little bit. He can do some blocking. He's a veteran. He knows the league. That's a good signing. I like it. He's better than some of the other guys we have on the team. So, I'm okay with it.
The Rock said something funny at the WrestleMania. My brother commented, "Is the biggest gathering of trailer park trash parties." Oh my god, dude! The Rock was on fire, man, and I'll tell you, dude, he can lay it out, man. He can lay it out, dude.
Good, that's good, man. He's good at what he does.
Yeah. He's a ball buster, man.
I love it, dude. I love it. It's good that he's back.
Yeah. He's a chair guy, and he made this whole WrestleMania. It's so cool. He called himself the last boss, and he came out with the Rock theme, and then it was kind of like an arcade theme, being like the last boss, and like
an 8-bit.
Yeah, right. And he was such an influence in this WrestleMania, and being a chair guy, somebody that doesn't have to do this shit, and it's doing it. Like, dude,
did he actually wrestle?
Yeah, a little bit. And even
nice.
Undertaker came out, man.
Cool.
Undertaker choke slammed the Rock.
No way.
Dude, it was awesome. It was amazing. I always wanted to go to WrestleMania. I always remember being a kid and seeing all the wrestlers drive in to WrestleMania. Yeah. It was like the Super Bowl wrestling. And, man, I was so happy, man. I was so happy. It was a good time.
That's awesome, man. I'm glad you got to go, bro. I'm glad your nephew got to go with you. That's a core memory right there. That's a lifelong type of thing, dude. So.
Oh, man.
But,
too much. Yep.
I think, unless I want to keep talking beer, I think that's all we got for this week.
Yep. I think so too, man.
Not a ton of sports.
Always a great time.
Yeah.
And, Beers and Sports. Check us out every Thursday night, 10 p.m. on the BGSE network on the YouTube channel.
Shout out to our 14 million listeners. We love you.
Yeah. Thanks for everybody that came out and commented. Appreciate it. All right.
Boom.
I'll see you.